Hello and welcome to our weekly email. This week's email asks, why does singing have a magical and instantaneous effect upon our young learners? I hope you've had a good week. Mine has been busy as I've been out and about meeting other professionals. In fact, I was talking to a group of early years teachers recently, and they were recounting their experiences of delivering general and often routine instructions to their young learners. Up until a recent musical intervention within their settings, they'd never been offered any specialist musical guidance to follow, and at their own admission, they'd never really thought that they and their children were missing out on much. However, having now seen how musicians consistently communicate and deliver instructions through song with young learners, these teachers came to realise just how efficiently and instantly these instructions were successfully followed when couched in a musical delivery. These teachers had begun to try it out for themselves, and they were astonished at the immediate ways in which the delivery captured the children's attention, and how the youngsters' responses were both swift and compliant. Even those teachers who claimed that they couldn't sing were blown away by the results they achieved. I believe these teachers had just tapped into the surface level of seeing how the power of music can have magical and instantaneous effects on the youngsters, and they've still got so much left to discover. The teachers were full of questions for me. How and why does singing have that effect? And in what further ways can they exploit their newfound skills further to enhance their own professional practice? Obviously, an email such as this can only ever address the questions on a superficial level, but I thought you might be interested in a potted version of the answers I gave. For some of you, this will no doubt be old news, but even so, I reckon these 3 questions bear repeating. 1. Why does spontaneous singing capture young children's attention so effectively? The spontaneous singing of instructions often involves a rhythmical and catchy delivery that includes simple and easy to understand lyrics. The rhythmical delivery makes the instruction memorable, and often it's easy to mimic. So you'll hear the children repeating it as they follow the instruction's meaning. Additionally, singing is a form of communication that engages multiple senses simultaneously, and this makes it highly stimulating and captivating for young minds. Moreover, when the instruction is delivered expressively and with emotion, it can evoke strong responses from the children, further enhancing their own engagement and focus. 2. Why does singing an instruction have a greater impact than saying the same instruction? Singing an instruction engages different parts of the brain, as I've just said, rather than saying the instruction. Whilst both activities involve language processing, singing activates more areas of the brain simultaneously due to its melodic and rhythmic elements. And that's why it captures children's attention immediately in a way that talking doesn't. Research also shows that singing further enhances memory retention, emotional processing and social bonding in a way that talking alone may not achieve. And the repetitive patterns and predictable structure found in many songs and instructions that are sung can help to reinforce learning and cognitive development in young children more effectively than regular speech. 3. Why does singing and instruction seem to engender a sense of teamwork and cooperation? Professor Usha Goswami, who has been mentioned previously in these mails, might have discovered some of the answers to this. In her neuroscience research, she's seen that if 2 or more children are engaged in a joint activity, such as listening to a nursery rhyme, their brain waves line up, and this results in feelings of connectedness between them. The rhythmical delivery helps the children both to create and then to synchronise with patterns in their brains, and this results in feelings of emotional well-being and stronger group cohesion. So next time you choose to sing tidy up time or some such phrase to your young children rather than say it, you'll be able to bear in mind all the neurons that you're firing in the brains around you. I just need to add a note of caution here. At some point through the journey into adulthood, the magical effects of sung instructions appear to be predominantly lost. For example, singing "Please put the bins out" in my sweetest voice to the rest of my family is unlikely to result in the same instantaneous effects as those described with young children. The only response I ever seem to receive is rolling eyes and a big sigh. Perhaps in the coming week we should all adopt the sung instruction technique. At the very least, it will make people sit up and take notice or roll their eyes at you. Wishing you some successfully tuneful days ahead, and thanks for watching.